The United States is home to some of the most visually diverse landscapes on the planet, but if you're looking for the best of the best, where do you even start? In this video, I'm breaking down the prettiest states in the USA in no particular order that consistently leave a lasting impression. Some picks are obvious and others might surprise you. Are you ready? Let's get started. First up, we have Oregon, which will always be one of my favorite places in the USA. This state is so diverse with rugged coastline, moody beaches, desert formations, waterfalls everywhere, and forests that feel straight out of a movie. I highly recommend driving the Oregon coast along Highway 1. There are so many stops, and no matter where you go, it is totally gorgeous. If you're looking for mountains, head to Mount Hood. There are so many hikes here, and the views are just beautiful. For something different, visit the Bend area, where you will find the unique Painted Hills and Smith Rock State Park. Of course, we can't forget Crater Lake National Park for jaw-dropping views. Finally, there are hundreds of waterfalls to explore in Oregon. Many great options are in the Columbia River Gorge area, and there are some beautiful options in Silver Falls State Park. I really feel like Oregon is the Iceland of the USA because, like Iceland, the landscape was profoundly shaped by volcanoes, so if you can't make it to Iceland, this is the place to be. Up next, we have Utah, which feels completely different from most of Oregon in the best way possible. The landscapes here are bold, dramatic, and honestly kind of hard to believe until you see them in person. You have towering red rock cliffs, massive canyons, and these wide open desert views that make you feel so small in the best way. Places like Zion, Bryce Canyon, and Arches all feel unreal, especially at sunrise or sunset when the colors really start to glow. My insider tip is to consider planning your trip to Utah during the winter. You can beat both the crowds and the heat, and seeing the red rocks contrasted with the white snow is truly unforgettable. What I love about Utah is that almost every drive feels scenic, and you're constantly rounding the corner and seeing something that makes you want to pull over and take in the view. There are so many national parks, preserves, and public land to explore here, you really can't go wrong. If you're someone who loves jaw-dropping landscapes and that true sense of scale, Utah is one of those states that leaves a lasting impression. When most people think about the prettiest states in the USA, they probably think about mountains and rugged coastline, but what if I told you that some of the most beautiful scenery in the USA is located in Florida? This is a true hidden gem state when it comes to beauty, with Florida having over 700 natural springs, the largest concentration of freshwater springs in the whole world. Some of my favorites to visit are Ginnie Springs, which is home to 5 springs in one, Silver Glen Springs, which is as clear as a swimming pool, Gilchrist Blue Springs for gorgeous water, and Devil's Den, which is in a prehistoric cave. Florida is also home to real waterfalls, Class 3 whitewater rapids, and believe it or not, even incredible caverns. Florida also has world-famous beaches, some with sand made out of 99% pure quartz crystal, meaning that it never gets hot. I'm obsessed with Dry Tortugas National Park, which is one of the least visited national parks in the country, and it's located 70 miles off the coast of Key West. Florida is so much more than theme parks and crowded beaches. It's a state filled with diverse beauty that you can't find anywhere else on the planet. Number 4, we have Wyoming, a state known for wide open spaces, dramatic mountains, and some of the most untouched scenery in the country. The landscapes here evoke a feeling that is hard to explain until you visit there in person. They are wide open, quiet, and incredibly powerful. I highly recommend visiting the Grand Tetons, which are one of the most stunning mountain ranges in the whole world. The sheer beauty and epic scale of the Grand Tetons, especially when coupled with grazing bison or an alpine lake, is truly unforgettable. Of course, we can't forget Yellowstone National Park, easily one of the most recognizable and beautiful parks in the USA, and for a good reason. You can see geysers and hot springs, massive waterfalls, incredible wildlife, and constantly changing landscapes. Although this park is famous, Wyoming as a whole feels untouched, with a sense of wild nature and stillness that you don't get to experience in many places. Up next is Vermont, which I feel like doesn't get enough recognition as one of the prettiest states in the USA, and it's often overshadowed by its neighbors. This place is beyond gorgeous, and I think that everybody should put a fall foliage trip to Vermont on their bucket list. The autumn experience here is truly one of a kind. There is so much to see and do, and the colors of the trees are totally gorgeous. There are cute small towns, such as Woodstock and Stowe, which will make you feel like you've stepped into a Hallmark movie, gorgeous lakes, cider mills and orchards with the best food, scenic drives, and plenty of colorful falling leaves. Now, if you're looking to get off the beaten path, head up to the Northeast Kingdom, where you will find some of the most beautiful views and no crowds. I also love seeing all of the historic covered bridges in Vermont. There are over 100 in the state. The best part about visiting here in the fall is that you can simply get in your car, drive around the countryside, and enjoy fall foliage like you've never seen it before. Number 6, we have Hawaii, which honestly feels like you've stepped onto a movie set or another planet entirely. It is that gorgeous. What I love about Hawaii is that it's not just one type of pretty. This state truly has something for everyone. For example, if you're a fan of those deep, lush greens, head to Kauai. The Nepali coast there is easily one of the most dramatic things I have ever seen, with its massive, jagged cliffs dropping straight into the ocean. If you prefer a different vibe, head to the Big Island, where you can see lava flowing at Volcanoes National Park, which is truly unforgettable. On Maui, you will find the Road to Hana, one of the best drives in the world, and of course there is Honolulu on Oahu for those looking to experience more of a city vibe. Hawaii is one of those places that looks even better in person than it does online, which is why it's one of the most beautiful states in the USA. Next up, we have to talk about Arizona, and I think a lot of people just picture a flat, dry desert when they think of this state, but honestly, it is easily one of the most visually stunning places in the country. First, you have the Grand Canyon, which is obviously epic, but seeing it with your own eyes is a total game changer, and it really is truly grand. They named it that for a reason. If you're looking for something extremely unique, head to Antelope Canyon, located in Page. Walking through the narrow slot canyons will make you feel like you've stepped inside a giant piece of art. This place is truly incredible. While you're in the area, head to Horseshoe Bend, which also offers iconic views. One of my personal favorites is Sedona. This town is amazing, and the massive red rock formations here are unreal. There are lots of great hikes in this area. One of my favorites is Cathedral Rock. Arizona has this raw, rugged kind of beauty that's hard to find anywhere else, and it's a state that will consistently impress you. Now, this next pick might surprise people, but hear me out. Michigan is truly one of the prettiest states in the USA, and it's totally underrated. There are so many things to explore here, and I highly recommend visiting Mackinac Island. This place is so charming, and it's completely car-free, which really adds to the vibe. For the most gorgeous waters that feel like the Caribbean, head to Torch Lake, which really doesn't even look like you're in Michigan anymore. And for rugged and beautiful nature, visit Pictured Rocks, which is hands down one of my favorite spots in the state. Michigan has everything from massive sand dunes to beautiful waterfalls, and I think it's a total hidden gem that more people should visit. Did you know that you could visit an alpine lake, a scorching desert, a beautiful coastline, and a literal rainforest all in the same state? Welcome to California, where you can do all of these things and more. No list of the prettiest states in the USA would be complete without this diverse and gorgeous place, and once you get out of the big cities, there really is no competing with the variety of nature that California has to offer. There's everything from breathtaking granite walls in Yosemite and the lush rainforests of the redwoods to the lowest point in North America in Death Valley and the crystal clear waters of Lake Tahoe. For an incredible road trip, head to Big Sur along the Pacific Coast Highway, which is always so memorable. California isn't just a state, it's a whole world of its own with a variety of climates and so many incredible views, you'll have a hard time choosing where to start. Number 10, we have North Carolina, which is one of my personal favorites. The great part about North Carolina is that you don't have to choose between the coast or the mountains. This state has both, and they are some of the best on the East Coast. My all-time favorite thing to do here is to take a road trip along the Blue Ridge Parkway. You can do this throughout the year, but summer and fall are my favorites, and this is a great area to see foliage in the southeastern USA. I highly recommend hiking Grandfather Mountain for the best views while you're in this area. There are also over 1,000 documented waterfalls in the state, so this is the place to be for my waterfall lovers with lots of great hikes. For coastal North Carolina, I love the Outer Banks. This area is the coolest and there are tons of great beaches and lots of little towns to explore. North Carolina has the perfect balance of adventure and charm that's really hard to beat. Up next is Alaska, which is over twice the size of Texas, with more coastline than the entire rest of the USA combined. Now, when I say Alaska is epic, I really mean that in the true sense of the word. I grew up traveling here, and the beauty and sheer scale of this state is truly unmatched. There are so many mountains in Alaska, with Denali being the most recognizable. I mean, it literally creates its own weather. The glaciers in Alaska are amazing, and you can get up close and personal with them around the state, but the real showstopper here is the coastline. It is unlike anywhere else in the USA. This is the place to go if you want a true bucket list road trip experience between the neon glow of the northern lights and the grizzly bears patrolling the riverbanks. Alaska really does live up to its name as the last frontier. Our final stop on this list is New York State, which is so much more than just skyscrapers, yellow taxis, and bright lights. I couldn't create a list of the prettiest states in the USA without including the one that's home to Niagara Falls, truly one of the most impressive and powerful things you will ever see. This place is famous for a reason and totally worth a visit. Now, if you drive just a few hours north of New York City, the concrete will disappear and you will be surrounded by millions of acres of protected wilderness in the Adirondacks. This area is incredibly epic and is another one of my favorite beautiful fall foliage destinations in the country. A bit further south, there are the Catskills Mountains, and over to the west, we have the Finger Lakes region, which is home to Watkins Glen, the coolest waterfall in a gorge. These destinations are proof that New York State is gorgeous and way more than just a city skyline. I hope you enjoyed my list of the prettiest states to visit in the USA, so which spot will you visit first? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video to inspire your friends to explore more of what the USA has to offer.